I am writing a screenplay called Kumade. I am the writer of the film. We have gone to Assam. We want to show violence in Assam. Ulfa terrorists, the Indian army, I have to show violence. We don't have budgets. You know, in cinema the problem is a film with 1 crore budget and a film with 100 crore budget. Both of us have the same problem. We don't have enough budgets. Our ideas are always bigger than the budget they give us. I am in a medium-sized budget. I don't have money. I have to show violence, huge violence. How do I show it? I am the writer. I don't know how to solve this. Mentally, it's strange how this works. The exact book will come and fall in your hand. And I'm reading R.K. Narayan's memoirs, and in that he writes, when I was a child, I used to take a broken piece of glass and look at the world, and if the glass is blue, the whole world used to look blue. If the glass is green, the whole world looked green. And that gave me an idea. So I said, this is how we do it. We take a red glass, a broken red glass, a little child watching through it, and then she sees Brahmaputra and sees it as a river of blood. And said, there's a river of blood flowing here. And we showed violence. We didn't spend a pie. How did it happen? Because of this inspiration of just a word, just a sentence from a book that inspires a scene. It happens to me all the time. I'm going for a speaking assignment. As usual, I'm racking my brains of how to structure it. What is the way I give my speech? And then I read a book which has got nothing to do with this. Perhaps it's an engineering book, I don't know. But I heard the word in 2 words. It was called mall structure. It inspired me. I said, mall structure? How does a mall structure work? When you go to a mall, what do you see? You go into a mall, you see escalator, then there's a food court, another escalator, there is one theater area, another escalator, shopping center, and then you go up on the mall. I said, this is how I'm going to structure my speech. I'm going to tell a story. That's the first escalator, which happened in my 4th standard, discuss it for some time, take the second escalator, which is a story which happened in my 8th standard, talk about that, and go on like that. And then above there I go on the mall, look at life from there and tell them what is life all about. It worked like magic. How did it happen? Mall structure, 2 words in a book. That's what a book does to you. If you're open, if you're creative, you get connections which are phenomenal. That's the beauty of being a book. And I've realized over time that finally I think life is just about reversal of roles. My father used to tie down, bend my shoelace. Now things are reversed. I bend down, tie the shoelace of my son. Whatever happened to you, you do it in another way. That's all life is about finally, I think. K. Balachandran introduced me as an actor in my first film. His final film, fortunately, I directed it. He was the actor. It was a full circle film. It was a reversal of roles. It was a reversal of roles. So what I thought was, when I was enjoying so much of reading, when I was enjoying so many books, the natural progression was that I write. And that's what happened with my books. The first one, It's No Fun Without You, was a very, Twitter kind of, I wanted to give very solid life philosophies in just very few words. Just in 3-4 sentences. Profound things, which I tried the first time. And then there was the article that I wrote in Rupatara came out as Kushinda Ramesh, which was done by Chetan. Then all those things I spoke in Weekend with Ramesh, all the initial prologues and the epilogues that I used to say. It was all, great sayings that I had read, great things people had said. All, it's a thought cocktail, I would call it. As all those things came into my brain as a mixie, I would wrap it up in, give it in my style. That came as the Art of Success. And of course, Preeti Naramesh. What happened to Preeti Naramesh was, see how I started my life was, I started in a Luna, then went to TVS 50, then went to a Lambretta scooter, then a bike, and then all our lives are, we start with a Fiat car, then we go to Esteem car, and then we go higher, that's how life is. But it took me around 35 years to come to this stage. I felt youngsters, if they apply certain principles properly, effectively, they can do all this in just 8 years, 10 years. I felt it very strongly. So all those things that worked for me over the years, I put it as Preeti and Ramesh. These are all snippets from various speeches of mine. They're very short stories. And then I structured it in another way. I went on the Maslow's hierarchy of life. and made it like that, added some small little figures, diagrams to make it friendly and easy for students to read. It is mostly aimed at high school students. That's where Preeti and Ramesh came from. So this has been my journey with literature, and I'm so happy to be a part of Literary Fest. I'm basically an actor, director who's mostly in cinema and TV. But to come to audience like this, I find it extremely honored. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Shubha Arasavre. And I just reading about Saraswati and the Nadi that it dried up on Kakelu. Some people say, no, it is still there. It is invisible. I don't know about that. But I had a thought in the morning that every book you read actually becomes an invisible river inside you. It becomes a Saraswati inside you. And that river doesn't change the course of life, but it will change your course of your life. And that is what this Saraswati does. I hope you find some lovely books in the book festival. And it's beautiful. You walk along a book festival or a bookshop, one book will call you. There will be 100 books, but one book will say, pick me up, I am the guy for you. It happens to all of us. I hope you pick the right book and it changes the course of your life. Lovely meeting you all. Good luck.
Mr. Ramesh Aravind, as usual, you have captivated the hearts and minds of our audience. Your passion for reading was truly emanating from every sentence that you spoke. And of course, every book is Saraswati. That sentence, we literally fell in love with it. Thank you so much for giving us so much of information and entertaining us along with the process. Thank you. I